Hey, so this is Kiri, and today we're going to talk about clarity and some specifics about it. So if you watched my last video, or a lot of my videos, you hear me talk about the need for clarity, confidence, and consistency, because that is our framework here at CoCreate, and we believe that the three things are connected, and you need all of those three things to move your business forward as a female entrepreneur. So if you don't know me, my name is Kiri, and I am the founder here at CoCreate Lexington. We are a boutique co-working space who specializes in helping female entrepreneurs move their businesses forward and create profitable businesses that fit their lives. And again, one of the big ways we do that is that our mentorship program, our programming, things that we do here are all based on helping you gain clarity, consistency, and confidence, because that is what you, the public, and our members and the visitors and those have told us where you're lacking and what you need to work on in order to build your business. So clarity, obviously it means you need to be clear on where you're going. You need to be clear on where you are now. You need to be clear on who you're talking to. You need to be clear on where you're going. So what are some specific areas where you need clarity? First one is your why. We all have heard about you need to know your why, but you need to be very, very specific and very deep. So whatever your why is now, I suggest you ask yourself another question, but why is that important? I want to be home with my children, but why is that important? I want the time freedom to travel, but why is that important? I don't want to go work for somebody else. Why is that important? It's important for me because I don't think I would make a very good employee at this point in time. And I want the freedom to do things my way. And I want the freedom to be creative. And I want the freedom to go and do other things if I want to. So get really, really deep on why that's important. Again, my number one why is I would make a bad employee. Probably not. Maybe. Let's not find out. The next thing is your ideal customer. And hopefully you know who your ideal customer is. But you need to be very clear on what she needs to hear, why she needs to hear it, what she's hearing around other people, what she's thinking, what is she saying, what is she thinking but not saying, what are her biggest wants and needs, what are her biggest fears, what keeps her up at night. And pay attention to future videos, because those specific questions are also part of something I do called empathy mapping. And I will talk about that in the future. But it's really important to get in the brain of your ideal customer. But even before you do that, you need to be sure, can your ideal customer afford you now? And does she need you now? Because if she's not going to be able to afford you until 6 months from now, or she's not going to be able to need you until 6 months from now, then she's probably not your ideal customer. She might be your future ideal customer, but she's not there. You need to be clear on your value proposition. What makes you special? What makes you different? Be able to explain that. Know how you do things, why you do things. How are they going to see a return on their investment? Why choose you over Sally? Why? All sorts of things. Know your value and what makes you different. Here at CoCreate, what makes us different is a number of things. One is we really feel it's important to create a safe environment where you feel safe to come, tell people your dreams, to be supported and championed, to be welcome, to come as you are, to wear shoes, not wear shoes. If you roll out of here and show up in your house coat because that's the only way you can get here, that's fine. Another thing that makes us different is so many things are going on in the online world, is I believe in real life is better. And I believe in real life programs much better than group programs. So, for example, in our CoCreate Mentorship program, it's in real life. We're not doing things online in groups where we don't really know any people. Part of our value is that we get to know you as a person, and therefore can support you differently than if we only saw you in a group. And last but surely not least is you need to be very clear on your goals and not just your big goals. You need to know what are all the 1,000 little baby steps to get me from point A to point B. It's great to say my goal for the month is to have 10 new customers. Great. But how are you going to get there? Be very clear. What steps are you going to take? I'm going to do this. And then you need to have key performance indicators that match those steps. Now, a key performance indicator is not going to be, I gain 10 followers a day. A key performance indicator to me is, I'm going to post 3 times a week on XYZ topic and keep track of that. And that comes into consistency, which is going to be the topic for the next video. But for today, when we're talking about clarity, consistency, and confidence, I want you to be sure that you are very clear on why you're doing what you're doing, who you're talking to, what makes you special, and most importantly, where you're going and how you're going to get there. You need all the steps, and then some more steps. So until then, the next video is going to be on consistency. So until then, have a great day.